afternoon, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good, and I'm very glad to welcome you all back for our online computer class. Dear children, I hope you remember what we have completed last week. So in the last week, we have started our fourth chapter, isn't it? So what was the topic you remember? So the topic of your fourth chapter is Access 2013 Queries, Forms and Reports, isn't it? So we're gonna learn what are queries, what are forms and reports in Access 2013 application. Okay, so I have already given you introduction about Access 2013 and what are queries, isn't it? So queries are basically questions that we ask to our database management system, isn't it? So for creating a query, basically we need a table of contents. Okay, so now last week I have told you how to create a query using query wizard option, isn't it? And I ask you to try that out in your house. I hope you all did that. And this week I'm gonna explain you how to create a query using query design. Okay, so in your database application, okay, in your database application you have both in query, in create tab you will be having two options for creating a query. One is by using query wizard option and another is by using query design option. So last week we have learned how to create a query using query wizard, isn't it? So this week let's learn how to create using query design option. So for that, you go to create tab, click on create tab, and in queries group click on query design. Okay, so when you click on that, you will be uh, in your desktop, this show table dialog box will appear. Okay, so in this show table dialog box, what are the tables available in your database will be listed here. So now here we have only two tables, isn't it? One is items, another one is toy details. Okay, so I'm gonna choose I want to create query for toy details table. So I'm just clicking this and I'll add this. Okay, either you can click on that and add, or else you can double click this. Okay, so after adding that, you can able to see toy details. Okay, so all the fields available in toy details. Okay, so if whichever field you want, you can select that. Or okay, after adding that, you need to close this first. Okay, then in the list of available fields in toy details table, so whichever field you want, you can able to click and drag and paste here to the field option. Okay, you understood? Now can you able to see? You understood how I did that? You have to double click this. Okay, if for example if you need toy ID field, then you need to double click that and drag that. Okay, drag your mouse till it reaches this field option. Okay, since I did that twice, okay, since I did that twice, in both the fields you could able to see only toy IDs. Okay, so if you want a toy name, you can click and drag here. Then toy price, if you want, you can click and drag here. Okay, so like this you can able to add number of fields, okay, in this query design tool, using this query design tool. Okay, so now if you want uh, any of those fields to get rearranged, for example toy ID should for you, if toy ID field should be in the last and toy price should be in the place of toy ID, then you can rearrange. This can be done by selecting the field first. First you should take your mouse pointer to the top of this field. When it turns to this black color arrow mark, then you need to click your left mouse button. Okay, so once you click that, it will be turned to black color. Then double click and drag your mouse. Okay, now can you able to see your toy price has been shifted. Okay, similarly, if your toy ID field should be in the last, you do the same thing, drag it and keep it here. Okay, so now you can able to see that toy ID field came to the last of this row, and toy price has come to the place of toy ID. Okay, so this is you can do this. You can, with this option, you can able to interchange your fields, okay, in the order that you want. Then the sort option. So when you click this sort option, you can able to see a down arrow here. So when you click that, you can able to see ascending and descending. So if you want your toy details, toy ID should be in ascending order, then you can click ascending. If if you want it should to be in descending order, you can click descending. Okay, that is your opinion. Okay, so using this short option, you can either arrange the ID or whatever may be in the table in ascending or descending order. Okay, then show, this option is used to either hide or reveal your field. For example, when you click this option and if this tick mark is present, then your field will be visible in the query. Okay, if you click again, that field will be hidden in the output. Okay, so for example, toy name, I'm going to leave it blank. I'm not taking it, I'm leaving it blank. During output you won't be able to see this toy name. Okay, then now this criteria option is useful whenever you want to create whenever you want some particular data. For example, in a student mark list, if you want only the details about students who got more than 100 or more than 150 out of 200 marks, okay, then you can able to use this criteria option. There you can give greater than, okay, greater than or equal to 400. Okay, so in toy price option, I'm giving greater than or equal to 400. It means that the values that are greater than or equal to 400 will be displayed in the output screen. Okay, now after completing all this, you need to run your query. Okay, for running your query, you need to go to the design tab. Okay, click this design tab, and in the results group there is an option called run. Click on that. Now can you able to see, since I have given toy price greater than 400, it has the toys that are greater than 400 rupees are displayed. And I also have hidden this Actually, I did not hide anything, isn't it, dear children? Actually, in the beginning, I have hidden toy name, but again, I have selected it. So, toy name is being displayed in the queries. Okay, see, this is the actual table. Am I right? So, from using this query option, you can sort out only the details that you need from among this table. Okay, that is the speciality of queries. Okay, using queries you can sort out only the things that you need from a table. Since this is a small table, this won't look much useful, but imagine a table containing more than 1000 or 2000 fields. Okay, or 1000 or 2000 rows. So in that kind of tables it will be very difficult to find a particular detail, isn't it? So for that, using this query option, you can able to easily sort out only the desired value, and you can able to easily find out the data that you need. Okay, so this is how you need to use the query option using query wizard, query design option. Okay, so using in create tab, using query wizard and query design, we have seen how to create queries, isn't it? Now the next thing is forms. Okay, your next topic is forms. Okay, in page number 58 you can able to see this heading, forms. Forms provide a very easy way to enter a data, particular data, to edit a data, to delete it, and also to view a data in a particular table. Okay, so it provides a very easy way. Okay, so in three ways a form can be created in your Access 2013. Okay, the three ways are using form command, and by using split form command, and by using form wizard command. Okay, so all these three options are present in Access 2013. So for that, first of all, you need to select a table. So again I am using the same table, toy details. Okay, then after selecting a table, you need to click on create tab. Now you have an option called a group called forms group. So in that, all the three options that I have told you now for creating a form is available. So first let's see how to create a form using form command. So I'm clicking on that. So once you click on that, your this is how your screen will look like. Okay, so using this, you're gonna create your own form. Okay, you can also able to see three more options available below the form layout tools. So these are called form layout tools. Okay, design, arrange, and format. Okay, and even at the bottom of your screen you can able to see form view, and layout view, and also design view. Okay, so these three options will also be available. Okay, now to create your form, first of all you need to go to this header footer uh, section, and in that you have an option called logo. You click on that. Immediately your desktop documents, or that anything containing a picture will be opened. Okay, for example, I need this picture as a logo for my form. I can click this and I can click OK. Can you able to see near to toy details, that picture is visible here? Okay, so you can select any logo for your form, okay, by using this logo option. Then for giving title to your form, click on this title tab. Okay, so now you can come near to this toy details, and you can edit your title. So I'm gonna type here toy details form. Okay, then after that, if you want date and time to be present in your form, then click on date and time. Okay, so after clicking that, you can able to see a drop down menu. Okay, so in this the format in which your date and time should be visible will be is being displayed there. Okay, so now you can choose the desired format, the format in which you want your date and time to appear. You can click on that. I'm just clicking on this format. Okay, I also click for time this format. Then after selecting, you should click on OK. Okay, so you can able to see at the right corner of your form, your date and time is visible. Okay, then after this you can choose the desired theme for your form. Go to the themes section. Okay, themes group. So click on themes option. So from there you can select the theme that you want. Okay, so when I move my cursor on these options, you can able to see the changes behind the screen, isn't it? So I click on this. Okay, then after this you can go to the format option. Okay, click on format tab, and in the format tab you can able to set background for your form. Okay, so you can able to set a font color for your form. Okay, so you have to click the font color. First, before that you have to click on the blank space of your form, then or anywhere inside the form, then you need to click the font color and select the color. See, can able to see the color has been changed. Okay, like this you need to change, you can able to change the color of fonts. Okay, then background color also can be changed by clicking on the background of your form, and by clicking the background color and selecting the desired color for your form. I just click on this. Okay, so any other color if you want, you can click that. Okay, so this is how you use your form option for creating your form. Okay, this is the first way using which you can create a form. So this is your form. Okay, after creating, you should save your form. For that, click on the file tab, click save. Since this is saved for the first time, your save as dialog box opens, and in that you can able to give the name for the form and click OK. Can able to see here in the left corner, you can able to see the under forms heading toy details is available, isn't it? So this is how it will appear after creating a form. Okay, the next way in which you can create your form is by using the split form method. Okay, so that can be done by clicking on the create tab. Okay, click create tab, and in the forms group click more forms, and you can see a drop down menu. In that, select split form. Okay, so once you select it, you can able to see that your screen is divided into two parts. The upper part is for your form, for creating your form, and the lower part is the data. It is the data sheet view of your table. Okay, so this is how it will be created if you use this split form method. Okay, so your screen is split into two, and this is like a bar. In between you have a bar, isn't it? This is adjustable bar. You can able to adjust it according to your wish. Okay, see, so you can double click on this, you can drag down or you can drag up. Okay, just come near to this bar, and when it shows this plus sign, double click, use your mouse and drag up or down. Okay, according to your wish. And now for editing your form, you have to click this form view at the bottom of your screen. Okay, click this form view option. Now you can able to edit manually, whether you can keep the cursor inside the box and edit, or else you can just click on the table. If you click any field in the table, the data in that particular field will be visible. Okay, will be entered in the form. So I am clicking T02ID. Can you able to see in the form T02ID details are available. Okay, so like this you can able to either click on the table, or you can manually edit your form. Okay, you can edit back, give backspace and edit. Okay, so when you make any changes in the form, that will be visible in your table. Since I deleted here, can able to see the T05 ID is been deleted in the table. Okay. Now for formatting your form, formatting in the sense, previously I have explained you how to how to change the background color, how to change the font color, everything, how to set logo. All these are called formatting, isn't it? So that can be done by selecting this layout view. After selecting this layout view, you can able to see again design arrange format is been displayed in the form layout tools. So again you can choose the same option that we used in the previous form creation. Okay, so you can use this and you can format your form as per your desire. Okay dear children, you understood how to do how to create a form using split form option. So try this out today. Okay, then the final last option also we can learn today. Okay, the next method is by using form wizard option. Okay, so again go to the create tab, click on create tab, and in the forms group there is an option called form wizard. Click on that. Okay, so you can able to see this dialog box. In that, using this option down arrow in tables and queries, when you click this down arrow, list of available tables will be displayed. So click on the table you want. I am clicking on toy details, and in available fields you can able to see all the fields that is available in this particular table. So select the select the fields that you need in your form. Okay, so I want all these fields, so I am selecting all these fields. Okay, I already told you how to select fields, isn't it? You remember that? What we should do, we should click on the field and we should click this greater than symbol. Okay, so again click this, click. Okay, so once you click this, all the available fields will be transferred to selected fields list. Okay, so all these fields will be available in your form now. Okay, after this click on next. Now you should choose in which manner your form should appear. By default it will be in columnar format. Okay, you can select even tabular, data sheet and justified formats also. Okay, according to your wish. But I am choosing the default format, columnar format. Okay, then click next. Now if you want to give any title for your form, you can type here. Okay, already toy details 3 is there, so I am leaving it as it is. After that, do you want to open the form or modify the form designs? This is the question being asked. So if you want modify the form design, you can click on that, or else you can click open the form to view or enter information. So I am clicking on this. After that, give finish. See, your form has been created now. So now also you can able to format your form by using this layout option. As I already told you how to format it, isn't it? So formatting option like selecting the logo, title, date and time for your form, everything you can do for this form also. Okay, you understood dear children how to create forms by using these 3 options? I hope you are clear with this. I want all of you to try this out in your house today. Okay, don't forget to try, only then you can able to remember. Okay, that is all for today. Thank you. Have a great